This is delicious.
There you go, you heard it. Delicious.
Damn good.
Oh my God, it's warm. Demonetized. Okay. Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. This is just my weekend vlog. I'm going to be making dinner, but I'm not necessarily doing any kind of a recipe. We're just going to chit chat. My husband and I got invited to a birthday party, and it is going to be a 70s, 80s, and 90s themed party. So we're going to, obviously we're going to wear some costume. And so we were looking online to see, well, let's get some ideas of what we'd like to do, and so that way we can start looking for stuff. So we found our idea, what we want to do, and I think I'm going to do a little video on that. We did go shopping today. We went to a store called Spirits of Halloween or something like that, or Spirits. It's a Halloween store, it's a costume store, and it opens around this time of the year up until Halloween. So we decided that we would look in there and see if we could find some stuff, and we did. We found some wigs and some little accessories, but there's some other things that we're going to need. So I went on Amazon and I found some stuff, and we did go shopping to like Walmart, and I think I found a couple of items at, yes, at Hobby Lobby, because I needed some fabric paint because I'm going to decorate a t-shirt for myself. So, and then I had to buy some tulle. Tulle, for those of you who don't like me saying tulle, but that's just the way it's pronounced. You do it your way, I do it mine. Tomato, tomato. Anyway, so I got some of that because I'm going to make a little, kind of like a little tutu skirt. I'm going to look ridiculous, but I'm going to have fun. I needed some water. I haven't even turned this on. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, I'm just going to make some chalupas. So we went ahead and we got this ground beef before, and I really liked it. It's called a ground Wagyu beef. Put it right there. So this is a humanely raised, no hormones added, and it says extraordinary flavor. So that's what it says on the, you know, we really like this. We made some burgers in a weekend vlog some time ago, and we really enjoyed the beef. So we decided we're going to get some more, but I'm not cooking the whole thing. I only used half. The rest of it I'm going to put it in a little freezer bag, or maybe I'll just put it in a little bag and put it in the fridge for, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll make something with that tomorrow. But today I'm going to make chalupas, and I've got some corn on the cob, and I've got it boiling here. But I'm actually going to get my little griddle, kind of like grill it a little bit to kind of give it that like street corn flavor. And then I'm going to have some mayonnaise, some chile, some queso fresco, and some other stuff that we can put on it, or some butter, depending on who wants it how. It's just myself and my husband, but still. Anyway, so I got all the stuff for this costume, and I'm wearing my hair down right now. I'm trying to get myself used to wearing my hair down again. I've worn my hair up for years, since even before when I was still working, and I would put my hair up, or sometimes even in a little ponytail, because you know it gets hot and you just want the hair out of your way. And I just got used to it like that, and I have my hair up even here at home, and even in the winter time. But I kind of want to go and get my hair cut like into a little shorter bob kind of a thing. So I'm trying to get myself used to having my hair on my neck. I can't stand it right now. I'm eyeballing my hair clip. Well, I'm eyeballing to see where did I put it, because I might end up putting my hair back up. I'm trying to, you know, get used to it. So we'll see, because I do want to wear my hair down a little more when we go places. Because I mean, I wear it like this sometimes. I just say, oh, I'm going to wear my hair down. We get in the car and we hardly even driven anywhere, and I'm already like antsy because I want to put it up. So I'm getting a little antsy right now. You know what, guys? I was thinking there's something that I need to do. I need to season my beef. Okay. So anyway, we chose, it's 70s, 80s, or 90s themed costume party. We chose 80s because we both graduated in the mid-80s. So that's kind of our thing. Although, you know what, I never really dressed the way that I'm going to dress for this party. I never dressed like that in the 80s. I just wore nice little matching outfits, you know, my pants and my blouse, because my mom sewed, so she made me a lot of the things that I wore to school. But I also did like wearing, you know, the Levi's button-up 501 jeans. Do you remember those? And then the kind of like, what do they call those? The polo style shirts. You know, you wear those and cute little tops, little ruffles here and there. But I never wore like, you know, oh my gosh. I didn't wear like, you know, like the little gloves and the Madonna kind of looking thing. I wasn't a fan of Madonna for one. I'm more of a Cyndi Lauper fan. So if you're a Madonna fan, I'm sorry. She's lovely, I'm sure, but I was not a big fan of hers. I was more, like I said, Cyndi Lauper. I liked rock music. I like Rush, Scorpions, and I liked a lot of country music. So, and I was a Barry Manilow fan too. I had a very kind of eclectic taste in music. I like all genres. So I like everything, but I just didn't care for her. She was always on the radio anyway. So a lot of times when we were driving around, she came on the radio. We still sang along. But I would have preferred to listen to something else. But anyway, back then, that's what we had. So what did y'all do in your era? Were you 80s or what would you choose? Would you choose 70s, the 80s, or the 90s? 70s is kind of cute because it's like hippie, you know? But then I felt like that would be like a little bit harder to find because right now there's a lot of like 80s style kind of clothing around. They're kind of like, it's kind of had a little bit of a comeback and a little bit of like the 90s. So you see a lot of stuff out there. And as a matter of fact, when we were shopping, we went to Walmart, there was like a lot of stuff that said, you know, something about the 80s, or not necessarily about the 80s, but they had stuff like the colors, like the neon colors and stuff. And then we saw some that said like rocker or whatever, things like that. Something about rock, which was really big in the 80s as well. Like just regular rock or like heavy metal type of rock. But we all remember the big hair rocker of the 80s, like late 70s, 80s. That's kind of like what we were looking at, so we had to go looking for some wigs. So we found some. And my husband and I decided that we were going to try them on earlier, and we would just look so funny. But my husband is going to be, I don't know if this birthday party is going to have a little contest, but I'll tell you something, I feel like my husband will win. I don't know, I'm hoping that everybody does dress up, to some extent at least. But I feel like we're going to kind of go all out. So I'm going to work on that and some of the things that I have to make for the, so I'll probably have like a weekend vlog where I show all of that. Maybe it's supposed to be September the 22nd, so it's not like a lot of time, but enough time to fix some stuff. I still need to get like some leggings or like excuse me, like little canvas sneakers. I have some white ones, but I don't want to do anything to them, so I think I'm going to go look for some black ones that I can wear with my costume. Okay, I think my meat here, I don't want to overcook it. It needs more seasonings because, you know, did I put garlic? Yes, I did. Put a little bit more of this. That's cumin, ground cumin. I don't know if I mentioned what I was adding in here. Black pepper, salt. I've already put any salt and stuff. I like to flavor it with other stuff. More garlic. Oh, you know what? I have this achiote sazonador, which means it's achiote flavor seasoning. But the achiote is like, here has pictured like onions, garlic, and some chili powder. So that's what we're going to put in here as well. And I think I'm going to use some of this to sprinkle on the corn, on our elote. one of those days, guys, where everything hurts again. And I told myself, don't leave the house, take some Aleve first or something. And I didn't. I took my vitamins, but I got out there. And there's some times when I feel really good and we go walk around a lot. But today was one of those days where I started off okay walking, but then it just like everything started to stiffen up. And I do recall someone saying in the comments to try cherry pills, and I should have asked you a little bit more like what should I be looking for? You said your husband gets them online, so whomever that was, if you want to comment down below and give me a little more detail, that would be great. Okay, so and I don't know where we got to cover. I'm gonna turn this off. This should turn off. Yeah, there it is. We got into the conversation where we were talking about pecan pie. Because then we headed over to the grocery store and got a few little of these ingredients to put all this together. And so I got a pecan pie. And they had like a really nice one that was like 13 bucks, but I went cheap. And I have no idea how much this one actually was. It's probably in the receipt. It's still in the bag. I have a little plastic, like a little grocery bag right here hanging on the knob of my drawer here, because that's where I put my trash. Well, I have a trash can over there, but that's where I put that. How much was that pecan pie? Oh, it was $5.94. I did tell my husband it's probably about six bucks, and it had a 10% something off of it. Or was that something else? Well, I got it for $5.35. Now that I'm looking at this. Okay, so it's less than 6 bucks. I think it's pretty good. So I told my husband, you know what? I need to make a pecan pie from scratch and do a video because I think that would be yummy. Okay, so my meat is cooked. I'm just gonna put it. And I'm wearing pajama pants. Look. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off because then I'm gonna put that on my griddle right here. And I need to warm up my beans, so let me get a little bowl and a little spoon, put that in there and warm those up. Okay, so my favorite beans are black beans. I don't know, what are your favorite beans? Do you have a favorite bean, or just you don't eat them, or if you can eat them for some reason? I love black beans, and since I've started eating black beans, I can't eat like regular, just like especially like refried like this. I can't eat refried beans unless they refry them, like really refry them in a little bit of oil, give them a little bit of that flavor, and crisp them up a little bit when they're cooking, like fry them up a little bit, then that's okay. But otherwise, I love black beans. And when I did that, my Fridays fajita crispy wrap, or whatever the heck I call that, I used like regular pinto beans, like refried beans. And that was the only thing that I kind of like wished I had, because I like black beans better. So I made sure that I got black beans, and I got this brand Isadora. I don't know if you can find it where you're at, but these are delicious. And this is just a black refried bean. I'm not gonna, normally what in my families when I was growing up, we always actually refried them in oil, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna stick them in the microwave and warm them up. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be right back. All right, everyone, if you noticed that when I was cooking my beef, I didn't put any fat in it. I didn't put any olive oil or any vegetable oil, canola oil or anything in there. You certainly could do that, but I feel like this beef is so yummy. The last time that we cooked it, we made burgers, we did add a little bit of olive oil, I believe. I didn't put any in here. I probably could have added a little bit of flavor because, like I said, when I was tasting it, I felt like it needed a little more seasoning. Oh, that's my microwave. I was wondering, what is beeping? Did I turn this off? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's off. So I got my corn. I was boiling it because I wanted to make sure it's cooked, because I don't want to have it on the griddle unless, you know, it's like a grill outdoors. Then I would just toss it in there. So I didn't use any fat in that. I obviously, like I said, I didn't refry my beans in any oil, so this is pretty good. We're doing so far so good, but I am going to put some butter, maybe some olive oil for my corn, because I do want it to kind of get like roasty, fried kind of flavor. On my griddle, I don't know if it's going to rain, it just kind of feels that way. Let's see, I turn this back on. Still got beans on my fingers. Okay. We'll let this get hot first. Turn it around so I can look at the temp here. I'm gonna let this get hot first, and then I'm actually gonna put the corn on there. So I'll be back when I'm ready to do that. Okay, so I'm back, and you can see I had to put the hair up. I couldn't resist. It's getting hot in here, and I'm right above this little griddle. And then I have the stove on behind me, so excuses, but that's what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna put these on here now. The little fuzzies off, the little silks. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to douse a little bit of olive oil. Pour. Oh my gosh. I don't have to pour too much, but I am anyway. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to get it over here. I think I'm done with it. Okay, so then we want to season. Put that over here. Just put these over here for now. Maybe a little bit of this. Whoa. The shaker part came on to stay inside the lid. You know what? I think I might have this backwards. Yeah. No, I had it right. I don't know why it keeps coming out. It's happened before. Okay, we're going to season this with a little bit of this seasoning, the achiote seasoning. And I'll leave this to the side here. And then I'm actually going to turn it so we get that seasoned side grilling, and then I'm going to season this side. And some of this. Oh, it smells good. This stuff. You know what it reminds me of? Let me smell it again because it's a very familiar something. Oh, barbecue chips. That's what it smells like, in case you're curious. It smells like barbecue chips. Okay, I think I got some on myself. A little bit of, I was going to say a little bit of corn. A little bit of butter on each corn. It'll probably just melt down onto the grill, but that's okay. Come on. So that was fun today, my husband and I at the Spirits Halloween store looking for our costumes, and I had actually done my intro while I was standing outside, and I showed you the sign. Well, I didn't show you because you haven't seen it, but I was showing the you know, the store sign. It's like a temporary banner that just put outside. It used to be a Sears store, and that closed down. So they're using it this year for the Halloween store. They used to open it in another different area, but they opened a Goodwill in that particular building. So now they have it in the mall where the Sears was. Anyhow, I was gonna do my video and then like show the inside of the store, but they had a lot of employees everywhere, and they were also like setting up to add more stuff. So I'm, you know, like they were doing like little props to decorate in there. It looked really nice in there, by the way. It wasn't just like, you know, like some empty store that they just brought in some merchandise and put it everywhere. It looked really nice in there. They did a good, well, they're doing a good job of how they're decorating it. You know, you have the whole atmosphere. It feels really nice. And it's obviously not the whole, complete what the whole Sears store used to be. They just like a certain section of it. So they have like it enclosed. so you can only enter through one way, which is on the outside of the mall. Anyway, that's not important, right? Is it? No. It's just me chit-chatting. That's giving me a little bit of a I took out all these little mini peppers, like I'm gonna chop all of them. I'm not. And today I bought a new bag and then I realized I already had some. But anyway, we'll have them for breakfast. We have some for breakfast on Sunday. My husband likes to put that in his eggs. Okay, so I'll have some of that chopped. Some red onion. But that was fun. And there were just too many employees, and they were very nice, very helpful. You know, sometimes you walk into the store, they'll greet you, whatever, but then they just turn around, they don't care. But no, these people were really nice everywhere you walked. So I didn't pull out my camera to, well, on my phone. That's what I use when I'm somewhere. I didn't want to like be obvious recording in there, so there were just too many of them, and I felt like they were probably gonna say, "Excuse me, but you can't record." But anyway, I was wishing I was wishing I had the courage to do it, but I didn't. Ooh, get little griddle marks on some of these. Let me turn these around. I went popped on me, you guys. Look at that oil on me. Nasty. Okay. Red onion, and I need to tell myself don't cut so much, so that's enough, because we're just gonna have a little bit on some chalupas, and then I end up cutting too much stuff, like on my those wraps that I made. Like a cake that was so thick. I was like, well, we just needed one for both of us because it was a lot. But we still attempted to the whole thing. Anyway. So I'm just gonna chop up some more stuff. But that was neat because, you know, we don't do Halloween. I mean, when the kids were little, we did take them trick-or-treating, like when they were like little. When they knew what Halloween was, you know, they were little enough to have fun to do that. But then, you know, I just felt like, why don't we just get them some treats and give to them at home? Because when, you know, they got older, and our neighborhood had some little kids when we were, so in our neighborhood we did have a little bit of people giving out candy, but then it just kind of died down, so we'd have to just go somewhere else, which we did. But then after a while it was like, you know, and they didn't care because, you know, they were still getting candy and all these. They got to wear their costumes like at school, so they did that, and then they did a little where they went around the classrooms, so that was safe. That was nice. And then they had a couple of things like at our church where you could take them, and they could also get some stuff there too. But excuse me, our church doesn't do Halloween. Well, when we were there going, they didn't do Halloween, but they just have one of those safe night things where the kids could come and get something there instead of going trick-or-treating. But anyway, sometimes we did that, but then they just grew out of it, and, you know, they did their own thing. And, but we've never really like, you know, like full-done Halloween. But it's cute, right? And so sometimes my husband and I are like, we should decorate this year for Halloween, but nobody comes there in our neighborhood. It's just a bunch of old people like us. But anyway, I don't know. So we were excited that my sister-in-law decided to have because we talked about this this pending birthday of hers, because we were at my husband has a cousin who has a coffee shop, and she has it open, not open but closed on Sundays, but she has it open for parties. Like if you want to book a party there, you can. So my husband's sister had booked it for a baby shower from one of my nephews. And so then my other sister-in-law, who's married to my husband's brother, she liked the idea that the place was really nice and cozy. She's got little couches and little chairs everywhere, and she's got available tables to set out and such. So it was really nice. We could just sit wherever and enjoy, and it was very enjoyable while we were there. So she decided then, so at that time when we were there, we were like talking about it. And then we were like saying ideas like, oh, you should have an 80s party or something. So I guess she thought about it and she decided that's a good idea. Like we were talking about like maybe like a luau or, you know, that type of party, like a fiesta or something. But since we're all like 70s, 80s, you know, graduates, you know, family, that kind of, I guess that's what she decided. And then for the younger ones in the 90s, I guess, kids. Okay, so I've got this. I'm gonna take a little break and I'll be back when my corn is ready, and then we can dress it up and make my chalupas. Okay, so on my griddle I put the little mini bell peppers that I sliced up and the onions, and I decided to, you know, grill them up a little bit with the olive oil that was still on there. I got in the middle of these little grooves here, so I've just been kind of like stirring them around and kind of pushing them into the olive oil. Let me show you my little plants. Look at this one. This was called Luna Croton, or Croton, I don't know, you tell me. So anyway, I've got these to have inside, and then I have this one. It says Bellas or Bellas. It says my full name is Ficus pumilla or pumilla. There you go, right here. And then this one here is called Florida Beauty. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? I don't think I held this one so you can see it closely. I want to have these here in the kitchen inside my house. So I got indoor plants, and then I got this other one recently also. I think I got all these from Lowe's, if not Home Depot. This is called a silver pothos. So it's growing there. And I have another one there that I had already planted before. And I have a pothos growing that I have in a pot on a little stand here by my window. And it is getting huge. It's getting really long. The trundles are growing really long. I bought a stick because I was going to put the stick in there and have it grow up higher, but I haven't done that because I need, you know, that coconut that they put in those hanging baskets? I need some of that stuff. And the place where I could get it, like by the foot or whatever, was out at the time, so I'm just going to try again and see if they have some. Because I think I need to put that now on the floor in a bigger pot. And then put a bigger stick and let it grow on there. Okay. My hands are clean. Let me go wash them. I'll be right back. I had to wash my hands. I touched the little plants. It's no big deal, but kind of got my finger in the dirt a little bit. And I'm going to crumble up some of this queso fresco. This fresh, yummy, whole milk fresh cheese. If I can open the packaging, because it says easy open right here, you guys. And you're supposed to pull these little tabs. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do it the I can't open it old-fashioned way. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. I'm just going to put it in a little plastic bag anyway. I'm going to take a chunk of this. Come on, honey. Oh, I love queso fresco, look, just like that. A little salty, a little tiny bit of a salty flavor to it. Delicious. You can just put this in a, like warm up, or I don't want to say warm up because I think like people when they hear warm up, they just stick something in a microwave. But like heat up a corn tortilla on your griddle or in a little pan or little, and then put some of this queso fresco, close it up, turn it, let it get toasty on the outside of the tortilla. It is the best thing. It's basically like a quesadilla, but with a corn tortilla, and it's that hot. The cheese melts just a little bit. It doesn't really melt, but it's perfect. It's delicious. It makes a nice little treat. Now, my dad does that, but he also puts in there piloncillo. Now piloncillo is that dark, that brown sugar little cones that you see like really packed into like a little cone, and you see them like in Mexican markets, or if you go to your grocer and you live in an area like I do, you'll see them stacked up like around Easter time to make desserts, like a bread Mexican pudding, or a Mexican bread pudding, tostadas. So we use a lot of the piloncillo for that. But anyway, it's that he just like chops it up like the little chunks of the compressed sugar, and it has a little bit of, I think, of like cinnamon or something added to it, but it's a brown sugar, and then he puts that in there also with the cheese, with the tortilla. So when he bites into it, it's got the saltiness of the cheese, a little bit of creaminess because it melts just a little bit, but then you also have the sweetness of the piloncillo. And it's just so perfect together. I don't know who decided that was a good combination, but it is good. Okay, so it's just like whoever just decided to invent cheesecake. But anyway, sugar and cream cheese. I'm gonna turn this off. There we go. And get some of these little silks off. Okay. I'm going to start building some chalupas. And I didn't get any lettuce again, but my husband was looking at it, and sometimes we get a little bagged one. It's already shredded. He said they all look really bad. They were kind of brown, and they need to get them off the shelf. When you get like a fresh lettuce to do that, because sometimes you can buy a head of lettuce, and it's just the two of us, and we just chop up a little bit, and then we end up throwing the rest of it away. So, I don't know. Let's see if I can find some that are complete. Okay, so these are. I'll save the little pieces because then they work as chips. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put my queso in this little baggie so I can kind of get it out of the way. I got the sniffles. Goes in there. You can warm those up in the microwave if you want to, or put them in the oven if you're already using your oven for something. Okay, sniffles, or if you have like a little toaster oven, that would also be perfect. So my husband said he wanted two, and I want two also. So I'm going to smear some beans that happen to have some cilantro in there, that rogue cilantro that fell in there. That's okay, we're going to put cilantro in it anyway. So I'm going to make these two. Some beef, try not to spill any, like that, and one more. Now, on these you could just put, whatever cheese you want. If you want to then toast them again, put them in the oven and warm them up and get that cheese to melt. I wouldn't put it for too long because all the little toppings here could make your chalupas soggy. So just keep that in mind. If you put the chalupas in there by themselves just to warm them up, they'll be fine in a couple of minutes in the hot oven. But if you're putting toppings on there, you stick them in the oven, when you take them out, you're going to realize that a lot of the moisture from the food made it soggy. Okay. So I'm going to put some cheese, but I was going to say you can put whatever cheese you want. But also this queso fresco, if you do put it on here, you put it in the oven for a little bit. It'll melt just slightly. It won't really melt completely. But it won't be like a gooey cheese or anything like that, or stringy or anything like that. It'll just get a little creamy. So there we go. Got those on there. Now we just put whatever we want on it. So for him, I'm going to put, where are my tongs? Here they are. I'm going to put some of these. I'm pretty much going to put everything that I would put on mine, except I'm not going to put any sour cream on his. Put some of these little bell peppers and some of the red onion on there. Should get some of that. Make it yummy and hearty. Okay, then I'm going to add some tomato. And I could have also grilled up the tomato, but I decided not to. So just like that. Kind of push it down onto it so everything sticks together with the beans and such. And it's not too much of a mountain, and then when you pick it up, it just all falls. Okay. This wasn't supposed to be a recipe video, but anyway, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to put a lime half there for him. And some avocado on top of these chalupas. That. I'm also going to put some corn. And let me move this plate out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Ignore the meat crumbles on the counter. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of, get this down, just a little bit. Well, that's not a little bit. Okay, we'll get this on there and spread it like so. Oops, some of it got on the, that's okay. It's gonna make it taste better. Okay, so we get that on there. And I'm gonna sprinkle some more of this cheese. Break it up. Now it would be better if you crumble it up really good in a little bowl and then get your corn with mayo and then roll it in there so it gets like really covered. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on there like that. A little bit more. Some on the, well, I already have some on the chalupa. Okay, just like that. That's good enough. And then for his, I'm going to use the same, sorry, the little, I'm a mess. This little part here keeps staying inside the lid. I'm going to turn it over. And get it on this side too, nice and coated. Looks like a mess, but it's delicious. And then I'm gonna take an extra lime, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it on the corn like that. Yes, on the corn and on the tostada, on the avocado. Look how pretty that looks, you guys. The plate. And to finish it off, we're gonna sprinkle some cilantro. You can sprinkle some of it on your elote if you want. Look at that, just to make it look pretty. Yummy, yummy. I'm gonna give this to my husband and come back and make mine. All right, everyone, I'm now fixing up my plate. I'm pretty much doing it the same as I did my husband's. The only difference is that on my elote or my corn, I'm gonna be using some cholula sauce. So I'm gonna sprinkle that. And then I also have some salsa here. So let my husband decide if he wanted to put that on his. Since I'm using the cholula, I'm also putting it on my chalupas too. So I'm using that, I don't need to use that one. And also mine will have sour cream, but I need to put some of this queso fresco on my corn, you guys. I was forgetting to do that. I'm just hungry. It's okay if a little bit of that cilantro comes along with it, because that will go on there. So get some of that cilantro, sprinkle it on top. My chalupas. I already squeezed some lemon on them. Get a napkin, another one, and some of this sour cream. Dolloped on top. My goodness. Look at that. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Get carried away. All right. I didn't use this spoon. I don't know what that was for. Okay, so there we go. There's my yummy plate. Looks just like the other one, right? The only difference is the hot sauce and some sour cream on my chalupas. And look what I'm going to drink. I'm going to be drinking some of this. It's Topo Chico. It's a mineral water. But we like to get this one because this one has like a little twist of lime in it. Yeah, let's see. It's carbonated mineral water with a lime flavor. And I already opened it because, let me tell you, sometimes I've opened it and it just goes shooting everywhere. That is so good. You know what this is great for? For your tummy. When you're not feeling good, little gaseous, a little Topo Chico mineral or some mineral water really. But this is carbonated, so it kind of helps. Kind of like a Sprite for your tummy. So let's see. This is probably going to break and go falling everywhere. My husband's already enjoying his plate. I think he's eating his corn now.
This is delicious.
There you go. You heard it. Delicious.
Damn good.
Oh my God, he swore. Demonetized. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna finish eating this, get some more of it on my top because that's just the law. When I'm eating, it has to fall somewhere on me. On my shelf is what I call this. So I don't know what I asked you to. I may have said, oh, tell me in the comments something. I don't know what I said. But answer those questions in the comments. Oh, I think I asked you like US 70s, 80s, or 90s. What would you pick? If you were going to do a Halloween costume, or if you are going to be doing a Halloween costume, I would love to know what you're doing. And if you do go on your Halloween, have a party or something, if you do that, maybe just your kids or something, you want to show me pictures, I do have a P.O. box. It's in the description box below, and the P.O. box is there. If you want to send me pictures or letters, that would be nice. Which reminds me, I gotta go check my P.O. box. Oh my gosh, I think maybe the cholula, something is a little salty. I'm just now tasting it. Okay, anyway, that's it everyone. I hope you enjoyed my little chitty chatty vlog and me cooking ourselves dinner, something very simple. But this is our Saturday night. We're gonna enjoy, we're gonna relax. I'm gonna edit this video and hopefully put it up tonight. And maybe just watch some nice YouTube videos and just watch some silly things. Okay everyone, I'm gonna give myself a big old thumbs up. I hope you too will give me a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so and hit the notification bell. I have videos every Tuesday and Friday, and once in a while, which seems it's been more than just once in a while, that I have a weekend vlog now. So that's it everyone. Share on your social medias, and as always, buen appetito.